Hey everybody, Bob Umar here, and excited to be back for my weekly Periscope with Seopa, and I'm very excited. We're here every week at 11:45 a.m. and let's get going and talking about this. So, all right, guys, welcome. Thanks for joining. And now, my name is Bob Umar. I'm a four-time TEDx speaker, one of Inc. Magazine's top 100 leadership speakers, and today and the hearts are starting. I like it. Thank you so much. I'm so pleased about that. So, what we're doing today is we're going to talk about my weekly Periscope on how to seize your passion, and today we're going to talk about dealing with doubt and fear when seizing your passion. Now, if you like what you're hearing, by all means, please give us the hearts. We'd love that. Share this on Facebook, share this on Twitter, get people out there. Nice to see you guys. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I'd love to hear where you're from. Where are you guys from? I know some of my friends are from Hamilton, from New York, from Texas. We even had someone from out in Europe the other day. Love the hearts. That's great. So if you have some stuff you want to share, or let me know where you're from. I'd love to hear. I'm going to cover four things today. So I'm going to talk a bit about why fear is bad, when fear is good, why doubt is bad, and then what to do. That's what Vegas, excellent. Florida, nice. Okay, so get right into it. I mean, for those of you who are out there trying to seize your passion, where do you struggle? Where do you have when does doubt and fear get in the way? I mean, I find even for my own business, I had doubts about my own pricing model. I had doubts about my own success. I was fearful that I wouldn't do very well for my business, or maybe I wouldn't be as good enough as I thought I could be. So the fears and doubts are real. They happen all the time, and I think we all go through that. And it's just a question of getting past that mindset, because that mindset is really what's going to slow you down when it comes to seizing your passion. So let's start with the first topic, which is why fear is bad. So fear is bad because it often plays to things that often are not logical. You're fearful of something. My fear of heights is it's a fear, but it's not logical, because yes, I might fall, but if I'm in a really secure place, why am I still so scared of falling? So fear often can be illogical. That's one reason why fear is bad. Fear can also be bad because it immobilizes you from moving any way forward. You're not actually doing any work. You're not actually moving forward. So when fear immobilizes you, that is a big problem. And finally, if fear makes you give up what your passion is, what you want to do, that's probably the biggest problem. Most people have used fear as a means to roadblock them from doing anything they want. Leaving their crappy job, leaving a crappy relationship, leaving a crappy situation to do something that they really want to do. It's that fear that stops them. And anytime the fear stops you from doing what you really want to do or seizing your passion, that's just heartbreaking to me. So to me, fear, has certain bad aspects to it. That's why I think fear is bad. Now, why do you think fear is bad? Because if you do think that fear is bad in some ways, because it's good in some ways too. Why is fear bad? Comment below. Let me know. And you can always share your thoughts, your comments, and share your own periscopes and blog posts. Just go to seopa.com/stream. Join the community. Share your stuff. We'd love to hear from you. And again, if you like what you're hearing, by all means, share the hearts. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, and let's get people part of the conversation. So the first thing is why fear was bad. I talked about that. Let's talk about now why fear is good. When can fear be good? Well, fear can be good because it can be an incredible motivator to you. A lot of us are motivated by two things: we're motivated by a pain point, and we're motivated by a bliss point. Yeah, you're right. Fear can be very deceptive. I mean, yeah, it tricks you into thinking you don't want or like something, even when you do or you may want it. That's a great point. When is fear good? Fear can be good because it can fuel your drive and your ambition. You have a drive to say, you know what? I don't care what people think. I don't care, how afraid I am. I know that if I just do it and get out of my comfort zone, I'll go into the growth zone. I will kick some butt. And so you're like, oh, I love the hearts. It's great, guys. Thank you so much for that. So you're really into it. You're really into facing those fears. And we all know from our history, if we look at it, every time you face your fears, so much growth happens, so much change happens, so much innovation happens. So fear is a fuel for further growth and enhancement in any aspect of your life. And that's such a great thing. The other thing is that fear is really good because it tells you that your heart is into it. Your heart and your mind, you really, really want it. If you're fearful, I get scared. Like, I'm a motivational speaker. I speak all around the world. Do I get scared before every talk? Absolutely. But that means I have my heart and my head invested in it. It means that I'm fearful because I want to do the best I can. Those butterflies are, if they weren't there, that means I'd be too cocky and too much of an ego, and I wouldn't put my best effort into it. But the fear allows me to put my best effort. So that's another reason why fear is really good, because fear can motivate you. It shows you have something in there. It just shows you have an emotionally invested in whatever it is you're trying to do. So when fear comes along in terms of your passion, that's okay. It's normal. And the other thing, and the last thing I'll say about fear is good, is because it tells you that you're human. It tells you that you're normal, because you're not a robot, and you're not someone that, we're all human, we're all authentic, we all are vulnerable. So it's okay for you to be fearful about your passion, whatever it is you're trying to pursue, whether it's a new job or a new career or a new art form or whatever it is. So that fear tells you that, you are normal, you are a regular person. Okay? Then, so if we talked about why fear is bad, we talked about when fear can be good. Now let's talk about when doubt is bad. And I'm going to say doubt is not good. Doubt is always bad. And one of the things that I've learned is that fear can motivate you, but doubt can't motivate you. When you're doubtful, it doesn't motivate you. So doubt is bad because it creates a lot of uncertainty. It slows you down. It makes you feel lost. It makes you question yourself. It's not really a driving force. It's more of a sucking force that it can pull you, or it can take you down a hole, and you want to make sure that that doubt doesn't, and if it envelops you completely, it'll totally suck the life out of your growth, your passion, your moving forward. And so, thank you. I appreciate that you like my way of looking at fear. Again, fear is good and bad, but that doubt can't motivate you. So doubt is bad. But the truth is, doubt exists, and doubt is rooted in our fears, right? So, but if you focus on the doubt and maybe transform it into some fear, then you might be able to motivate yourself a little bit. But if it's just doubt everywhere, then let's talk about the fourth thing. What do you do? What do you do when doubt and fear, but let's say the bad doubt and the bad fear, are taking you away from you following your passion? So the first thing you should do is you need to go to your support network, because they're going to be huge for you. Your support network is there to propel you, guide you, support you when things are bad. Whenever I have doubts about my fitness or my health, I go to my support network. They help me out. Whenever I have doubts or fears about my business, I ask questions and they come and they help me out. So your support network is going to be a huge factor when it comes to doubts and fears and seizing your passion, because the people in your close network, particularly your close friends, they've seen you talk about your passion. They know what you're passionate about. So when you talk about any doubt around it, they're like, no, come on, Bobby, you can do this. You go for it. Just go for it. Work hard. You can do it. And honestly, it motivates me. It's very motivating to do that. And you feel a bit of accountability to try to make a difference, make an impact for the people that, are there cheering you on. So I think it's like you're at the finish line of a race and people are cheering you on. No, and you're exhausted and you're dead and you're lying on the ground. It's like, but you only have 100 feet to go. And like, no, go on, Bob, do it. And you get up, and then there's like a slow clap, and they're clapping, and then you go. So that's why it's so good to have that. So yeah, and exactly. And one of the things you can do is figure out why you're doubting, which I'm going to get into. So why the doubt? I mean, the other thing is you have to embrace the doubt. So the second thing I think about is you have to think about, actually embrace the doubt and fear. Why don't you think it's going to work? Write it all down. 1, 2, 3. I think it's not going to work because of this. So write down why you don't think it's going to work. Then, for each point that you put down, then say why you think that's not that big a deal. Why is not that big a deal? So, well, I think it'll work because I think my fitness won't work because I get tired easily. Well, that's not really a big a deal because I can take it in small steps. So you take each little nagging doubt, you address it. Then the third thing you do is you say, well, what would make it work? Think about what would make it work, and then write down that list. And then so now you have why won't it work? Why that's not such a big deal? What would you do? What would make it work? And then finally, you take those three things and then you say, what would my advisor say? Right? So you go to the advisor, hey, welcome Russia, love it. What would your advisor say about the doubts that you're having? And so you think about those points and you go through them one by one and you start to diminish them, not only on paper, but you start to diminish them in your head. And so you're welcome. I'm happy to be here, happy to help people. So that to me is the best way to make those doubts and those fears go away. You have to address it head on. You have to leverage your support network, and you have to do that reflection to really see what is that bliss point. Where do you want to go? And the last thing, of course, is whenever you have the doubt, go back to your vision. Where is the vision? What do I see? Where do I want to go? What's that end point? And when you close your eyes, you see it, and you know, and you feel the steps to get there. You're more likely to do the work. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm sitting here in my brand new clean office. Look at this. I'm so excited about that. So I just had someone clean it the other day. So I'm very excited about that. Join us every week on seopa.com/stream. You can share your posts. We're here every week at 11:45 a.m. I'm happy to share my thoughts. And if you have any questions, you can always hashtag Q4BobbyU. Q4BobbyU. And that's right, I have a piano right there. my kids play piano. Well, my daughter does. So ask your questions. You can even suggest topics. Do you have a topic you want me to cover? Anything to do with passion and careers and motivation and inspiration to help you follow your dreams? That's exactly what I do. I'm here to help lost leaders find their way. So hope you join me every week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.